It will.
Does it all for you.
It will steam broccoli. It will steam like broccoli and carrots, and it will tell you when it's done. Also.
It'll even make bread, I believe. My grandmother used to use her bread maker for the rice as well.
Let me see it real quick. But it just ends up so easy.
Yeah, it does make it pretty nice.
And there are things that I'm learning. Like if you want to make chicken and rice soup.
Oh yeah, throw her in there.
Gotta make the rice the day before and let it completely chill, because if it's hot when you put it in the soup,
It'll fluff up.
it's just gonna absorb all.
Oh yeah, it turns into the starch like we did the beef stew. If you want a thickened beef stew, throw the rice in when you put the meat in, and it'll just turn to. Yeah, it'll thicken the broth. Oh my God, there was no rice at all, but it thickened the broth, and it was so nice. And it was sweet too, you know. It's a sweet starch.
Just read that on a recipe.
That's weird. We just found it out on accident.
For making spaghetti sauce, if you want to thicken it up, take some of your noodle water, your starch.
Yes, that's what I actually usually will do if I'm making a real sauce. Yeah.
I've seen videos of that. People doing that, taking their pasta water. I didn't understand what it did, but I saw like on TikTok.
Cool. All right, now I need the pane of glass. Have I been banned? Have I been shadow banned again or something? What's going on here? Is it because I moved? Pane of glass. Okay. We always dry fit before we get. What in the fuck? He inched me.
Who inched you?
They inched my glass.
What? How?
They fucking cut it 1 inch short.
Well, you better call them and tell them.
I have to go all the way to RZR now just because of that.
Where's RGR?
Waldoboro. The end of Mank Road, Manktown. $1.69 is what this costed. Is there anyone closer that cuts glass? What's that? Of course. You don't got the pep like this one does, boy. You don't got the pep like this one does. This one's got some severe pep. I don't know. It's the Sport Limited Edition. And the Edge. The gear ratios in this car are fucking sick. Straight up. And I'm not kidding. I've actually, I'm not gonna lie, I've put it to the test against BMWs, Subarus. I mean, I'm talking like sports edition cars. And going to North Carolina. And I'll tell you what, I'm not joking. I got ahead of them every single time. The only car that I wouldn't race on the freeway was a souped up Hellcat. And it had lights under it. It had a fucking supercharger poking out the fucking hood. You know, the fucking rims were lit up. It was the craziest. I actually have a video of it. And it hung back because it realized I didn't want no smoke. So it hung back and chilled with me for a little bit. And as soon as I start filming it, and that thing was gone, and it did it over the Brooklyn Bridge. It was the coolest thing ever. So I got cool video of that. The Hellcat screeching fucking. That was badass. Flames come out. It had probably dual exhaust, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? No fucking homo in this. I said, I'm not gonna be racing that. All set. But, you know, all those soccer mom cars or pissed off teenager type cars, even some of the limited, I couldn't even believe it. It would actually beat out a BMW on the top end. We were going 90, and this thing still, for some reason, it climbs in speed just as fast as you would from 0 to 20. So I don't get it, but it does. Even the trucks in the top end, still, V8, don't matter. This thing has get up in every gear, going any speed. And it's an 08 limited edition. It's the LRS or LSS. So it's the limited Super Sport 08 Ford Edge. So it's got all the bells and whistles inside, all the trim package, the limited trim package, plus it has the sports package in the tranny. And probably sports package breather as well. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I think I've been shadow banned. People don't like people that have different views, so they'll just shadow ban you. Hey, if you believe I'm shadow banned, just like I do, make sure you subscribe. All because I have a different view in life. It's silly. And it's not different. It's not even a different view. Matter of fact, it's the populist view. That's the thing. They're trying to divide the populace. They can't. It's written in stone. 87% believes in my values. They're trying to trick us and gaslight us and fucking hoodwink us into thinking, oh, you know, nah. This is America. And that kid that took Charlie Kirk out, he's going to go to prison for the rest of his life. If he don't get shot, he's probably already mopped up and fucking ground down, used for shark bait. We may never find that man again. There's people out there, we just may never find that man. He'll turn into a Jimmy Hoffa. And that way, he's never fucking used as a shrine. Charlie Kirk is the martyr here. Not that motherfucker that killed him. And you know what? Since we're talking about it, what the fuck is going on in that kid's mind? How's it going? What's going on in that kid's mind to do that to him? I'm doing good. You know, I'm just kind of offloading about the Charlie Kirk shooting. But I'm heading down, going to grab some glass down there at the local hardware store real quick. I gotta replace a pane of glass in that door at my in-laws' house, in-laws' parent, my fiance's parents' house. What you guys up to? Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm from Maine, right? I'm living in Maine. I lived in Maine my whole life. I smell imminent car accident. Well, helps when you're on a actual road. I'm not even on the fucking real road yet. I'm still on a private road. You know what I'm saying? Down to the 100-acre on my own land. Now, once I actually get to a private road, then you have the imminent sniff. But, nah, we're all good. See, now I'm on the private road, on the real roads. And I absolutely adore that they'd put stop signs like this. Because there's been a lot of accidents right there. You're from India? Dude, that's cool. Well, God bless you from all the way from Maine. United States of America, man. Yeah, we all got to put our differences aside and let this world grow. You know, there's a huge part of the world that wants to grow and get into that better technology. And there's a lot of rich people holding us back. They're using division, you know, division and terror to hold us back from mass producing all of this new technology that we've all created over the last 20 and 100 years. Some of this stuff has been out for 100 years. Technology to mass produce it hasn't been out, but now it is. And, you know, if it's gonna come to a new world order war, that sucks. You know, because at the end of the day, what makes us all strong? The economy. Well, how in the fuck is everybody gonna you know, have a thriving economy if the whole world's at war. Didn't we learn that in the first one and the second one? Everybody needed to rebuild, and that's why we created NATO. You know, so now I believe in if Charlie Kirk was ever kept, Charlie Kirk should have had a sharpshooter on that roof. Simple as. He should have had a sharpshooter on that roof instead of a sharpshooting killer on that roof. There is no reason why there shouldn't have been some form of security up on top of that roof to hold that down. They should have had at least one man on that roof with a rifle that could have taken that kid out. Because that's what they do at football games. Go to an NFL game. Any NFL game. And you sit and you search with your binoculars or your cell phone, and you can zoom in, and you will find at least 2 sharpshooters at every single NFL game. Up on the top of the perch. Somewhere in the bowl. Somewhere over the arena. That's the same thing. He had security guards down there to stop him. He had a bulletproof vest on. You know? But a real shooter, a real marksman, doesn't miss it 50 yards with a rifle. 100 yards with a rifle. And that's why there needed to be a sharpshooter there. It's that simple. Yes, and I say peace to all. You guys need to find good ladies, someone, you know, a woman that believes in your values, that comes from your moral background, and whatever it may be. And find one that will bring you a coffee every morning and say goodnight and I love you and take care of the house when you're gone, you know, gone to work. Or work until she has babies. And then when she has babies, she needs to put all that energy that she did at work into her babies. Make children. I'm not saying get married, because that's a whole different thing. However, believe in God. Find faith. Believe in that. Trust in it. Follow, walk in the faith. Be a good parent. Make babies. Work hard, find what you love to do in life, and continue to do it. Never stop doing it. You'll find out that work really isn't work. It's just doing what you love. It turns into a little hobby. It makes it a lot easier to do something that you love. If you hate flipping burgers at Burger King, then don't go apply for a job flipping burgers at Burger King. You know? Good.
Good. Help you.
Yeah, so I called in for the glass.
Oh.
I believe I inched it yesterday.
Yeah.
I was using a tape that I'm not used to.
Yeah, okay.
And it threw me off.
Uh-oh.
Been doing carpentry now for what, 20-something years?
Wow. Yeah.
Happens.
Okay, so $1.69 plus tax. $1.78. The 2.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
There you go. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah.
So this, folks, this is the piece of glass that I really need. And that's my dog. This is Odin. He's a good boy. Yeah, you love the baba. Yeah, you good boy. You see that right there? all 4 iterations of the Bible right there. I keep that with me at all times. You gotta have faith in life, man. High self-esteem. If you don't have high self-esteem, then the first time you're knocked down, you're not gonna know what to do with your life. So you gotta have high self-esteem. You gotta carry yourself with some sort of self-esteem. What you guys up to today? All I got to say is, who's in the CIA and why doing anything about this? I think that they've either pulled that kid in and they're not letting anyone know about it, and they're gonna torment that kid until they figure out who's the lead of what. They're gonna get down to the bottom of this soon. And they're gonna have evident proof, money order transactions and all that, of the left using violence, internal division, to try to stoke votes and breed votes. They don't realize is all it's doing, every single bad thing that they do is going to end up coming back to fucking haunt them. It's going to come back to haunt them. It's going to come back to haunt them. They're going to have to really figure it out, because everything that they stand for right now, is a complete joke, evil, sadistic, or it's just a ploy to get money. They're trying to get money somehow. So they use these different tactics as ploys and reasonings to form NGOs, or to just straight up get a federal grant given to them so that they can combat these new idiosyncrasies and innuendos. It's straight up socialism. Socialism in a fishbowl. And brother, why do you think we're called the United States of America? Because we stood against the British, the Crown, the King, the Queen, which stood against them all. And we said, we're not paying your fucking taxes. And now we're stuck into a tax system all over again. Because we decided to police the world. And once we decided to police the world, because we were the victors in World War II, now all of a sudden, now we gotta pay taxes out the ass and break our backs for the government to do whatever the fuck they want. And when you get bad people in power that believe in monstrous violence, torture, and nasty, disgusting ways of life, okay, bet, motherfucker, bet. Because trust me, the light will always outshine darkness. Always. There will be no instance in any form of life where the light will be overshadowed by the darkness. Ever. Even at night, the fucking light bounces off the moon and shines light towards the earth. Tell me how that works out. That's right. Even at night, God has our back. Because remember, evil lives in the darkness. And innocence lives in the light. The best form of disinfectant is sunshine. remember all this. So keep faith. If you believe in what you're doing and you trust that what you're doing is the right way to go, then anyone who tells you different has ulterior motives. Listen to your head, listen to your heart. There is such thing as clairvoyancy, you know. Well, you know something the other people don't, just by sensing it, just by feeling. We're talking millimeters. Millimeters could have took Trump out. Millimeters could have took Trump out. Imagine how the world would be right now if Kamala fucking Harris was running our country. That's all we'd get. We'd get a fucking witchy clown laugh anytime we had to talk to her. The woman fucking fumbles anything you try to ask her. I would not. I mean, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. So thank God America came out and put their vote in and said, no, no, no. I understand, you know, not everyone in the world has it perfect. But our politics need to be left to our politics. We already do what we can to help the world when we can. Thing is, back with Biden, they weren't doing nothing to help. And they were fucking paying the Taliban, gave them $80 billion worth of fucking military equipment, gave them the biggest fucking airbase in the world, paying them $70 fucking million, $87 million a week, or a month or something like that. It's fucking stupid. That's $8.7 billion a year. No, that's it's $1 billion a year, basically. It's almost $1 billion a year. Or maybe just a little over $1 billion a year. It's fucking stupid. Paying someone that you fucking just fought for 20 years and you give them all your equipment that you had left? What the fuck? And all of our 13 people got injured and murdered on the way out. So we gave them all. Basically, the left is letting everyone run the U.S. right over. The right is saying, hold on, let's just respect each other now. I give you respect, you give me respect. If it's not reasonable, rational, righteous, or honorable, then we're not doing it. It's got to have reason, ration, righteousness, or honorability. Fucking spending money on giving cocaine to ducks and shit. What the fuck? Seeing if turtles fuck on cocaine. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. How in the fuck did that get passed in Congress, by the way? You got every government in our fucking lobby handing checks over to senators to do whatever the fuck they want. Bags, suitcases of money, bags of